And now it's time for The Pedestrian by Polyster. And I'm just gonna throw us right over here as Polly, my friend.
Oh, dearie me.
We have the first part of the incentive met.
Yes, and we have in fact met the first part of the incentive. How very exciting. Well, first of all, hi, I'm the person Lador just called Polyster. It's me. Hi, I'm the Polyster. The problem, it's me. Well, this is perhaps the most nervous I have ever been. This is perhaps the most caffeinated I've ever been. It is 4 a.m. And we are about to partake in a speedrun of the Pedestrian, which is a bit more unique than all the rest because I have over here a little bottle. And I'm gonna just quote something, and I hope those who get it, those who don't, don't. This is the last dab. We call it the last dab because it's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last thing. You don't have to if you don't want to, and that's it.
Это the
And
last dab.
that's how at this
Те,
point
кто
celebrities
знает,
usually
те
throw out a
знают.
quick remark. Well, at this point, I have a bit of a plain cracker here. I have some of this, the last dab sauce. I'm gonna pop some of it into my mouth before we start this run, and it's gonna be absolute chaos. It's gonna be terrible, it's gonna be painful, but it's gonna be all for charity because you all donated $500 for this, and you're incredibly generous for that. And if you want me to share the pain towards the end of the run, you can help meet the Hot Sauce with Friends incentive, and the friends in this case being Miss Lador over on the donation reading station, and as was pre-agreed upon, and the powers that be have agreed on this, the folks from Stream 2 are going to show up, and they're also going to take some of that hot sauce. So, if you want to see multiple people in pain, get that incentive met before the end of the run. But before we get started, I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick and restart the game. Well, first of all, because I was practicing, but also because the intro is also cool, and also because if I PB, I need for this intro sequence to run. So this is The Pedestrian. It's a game by Skookum Arts. And imagine that you are the little guy on an exit sign that's traversing the world through doors and ladders. That is you, and you're trying to control yourself out of signs and into a more three-dimensional world with the help of a human helper. But we'll get to that towards the end of the run. First and foremost...
So while Polyster consumes that, I can tell you guys that the Hot Sauce with Friends incentive is right now at $200 out of the 500 needed. We're gonna keep it open throughout the run, so if we can get another $300, then as Polyster said, me and the Final Fantasy 14 boys will have a nice morning with some hot sauce later on.
Yes. I will tell you, it's not exactly chugging, but let me tell you, this is enough. Anyway, well.
Ну, он так, слабенько добавил соуса.
3, 2, 1, go! Okay, sorry for all the crumbs here. So, this is The Pedestrian. We start off with a female character, because this will allow us to get a lot of skips done later down the line. Oh my goodness, I've thrown down a lot of crumbs. But for now, here's the first thing we need to do. We need to connect these two doors in order to traverse to the next puzzle. That did not hit enough. I need to get some more later. Give me a moment. But yeah, we also have jumps. Very unique. Very, very unique. And also if you do this intro part correctly, wow. It's The Pedestrian. Very nice intro sequence. I really love it. I love doing speedruns. Never mind, it's hitting harder. Oh dear. Okay. So here we go. We have these lovely doors. We're going to connect doors to doors, and we're going to traverse through these platforming sections like it's nobody's business, like so. Then we have ladders. We're being introduced to ladders. Yes, we have a bit of a burn here, but here we go. We continue this. Some of these signs you will see are surrounded by iron. That means those signs cannot be moved. So, care is to be exercised on that front. Oh boy. There we go. And gonna grab this key. And yeah, we're gonna unlock the door. So keys unlock doors. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Yes, indeed. There we go. I'm gonna go down this ladder, grab another key. Oh boy. Okay. And there we go. We're gonna progress through this puzzle. And now we're going to do a little bit of a crisscross applesauce on these signs, like so. Very nice. Very, very cool. Very, very good. Oh, boy. Oh, dearie me. Okay, we continue through this puzzle. I'm going to buffer down here so that we can drop down through these dashed lines that we can kind of fall through. My ears feel really, really warm right now. Okay, so we're going to hit this lever, which activates this platform. Like so. Oh, goodness me. Ay, Dios mío. Sorry, that was Spanish. But yeah, we're going to hit these buttons that activate all of these things. And now we're going to do a bit of a platforming skip. Easy as that. And very good. Now in this puzzle, if I do it right, we should be able to get an early cycle. Otherwise, that's 6 seconds down the drain. Hit this button. There we go. There we know. That's very. There we know. There we go. That's very nice. And we progress onwards. These are elevators. You've seen an elevator, right? Yeah, you know how they work. All right. So we go up the elevators like so, and we try to hop outside of them early to make sure that we have well, a happy life ahead of us with many speed runs and many PBs. Yes, we hop up. We save a little bit of time by jumping off early. There we go, like so. Hit this button to activate that door and the path over. Whew. My throat. All right, so we're going to connect these doors. I said we're going to connect these doors. Work with me here, game. All right, get these doors here, this ladder, shuffle everything together. All nice and compact. Because the distance, the physical distance between each of these doors also dictates the travel time between them as a character. So, yeah. That is fantastic. That is hunky-dory, let me tell you. Okay. As an update, there's definitely a lot of pain on the tongue and the roof of my mouth, but I felt like it was gonna hit harder. So, quick as I can, I think once we hit the next transition point, I'm gonna pass it over to Lador for some messages, and I'm also gonna try and ready myself with another dollop of sauce because we gotta make sure that this hits really well. Anyway, so we're here in this little transition point. Lador, any messages? Go right ahead.
Messages I do have. We have the hot sauce donations coming in. We have $25 from Paul C with no comment, but he put all of it towards the hot sauce with friends. And we got a $12 donation from Lambda 217. Smiley face. That is the most ominous smiley face I've ever seen. And of course, it all went towards the hot sauce. You okay over there?
I'm doing quite all right, yeah.
You will regret those words in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm, that's for sure. And if you want to see other people's words be regretted, if that makes any grammatical sense, get that incentive met. I love the ominous smiley faces. Chat, you're doing fantastic with all of these donations, raising some money for an incredible, incredible cause. In the meanwhile, this run is going. So what I'm doing right now, you will notice I'm grabbing and ungrabbing this box. And the reason why I'm doing this is for just a brief moment, I'm regaining my walking speed, which means that I can traverse through from like one side of the stage to the other just a little bit faster every time I'm pushing a box. So you will see me doing this over and over and over. The same thing I will do with this key. Like that. So we skip that laser. Very nice. It's harder than it looks. Because I did it first try, but basically that key kind of blocks the laser for us, so we can get, so we can use that to move across the rest of the stuff. Yeah, I'm hearing some questions in chat. Is the sauce tasty? Well, there is something of a hint of flavor before before it hits you with the absolute pain and suffering. But I think it's
Кажется,
an
всё работает.
indescribable sensation. You best get that sauce if you want to try it out.
Я что-то пропустил начало игры, поэтому...
My tongue... oh, wait, no, I don't need that.
Сори, так сказать.
Perfect.
Ну, тут игра
Alright, and now,
чуть
with
более
this pain in my
популярная, чем
tongue, we are
предыдущая.
gonna
Может,
go
вы
ahead
ее и
and
так
do a
кто-нибудь до
puzzle
этого
that'll
видел.
make Argik eat his heart out. I'm gonna connect all of these doors, and then I'm
У меня
gonna
были
go down
проблемы
this
со
ladder
стримом
and
манула, он
skip this
просто
button because it's a surprise too. That
очень
will help us later. Hold
плохо
on.
огрузился,
And
я
then
не
we're gonna
знаю.
get this key, drop it off on this platform. The button will activate the platform, and then we're gonna use that. As the key blocks the laser, we're gonna drop down safely, disable the laser, And now the key is safe to grab, and we can complete this puzzle really, really, really fast. Oh. I wonder if Argic is awake, and I wonder if he's still yelling at me like that one time I did the exact same thing for GDQ.
I can sadly tell you that he's asleep right now.
How could he? Oh, perfect. And I just did a big skip right there. Blink and you'll miss it, but basically I clipped through the ground and I turned off the game. I'm going to turn it back on real quick here. Just like
Нифига
that.
себе
And
это.
once I
Force
put it
quit,
back on,
получается, выход из игры.
I'm going to mash jump. We are through. And we have skipped an entire puzzle just like that. And I can't believe I got that first try. Goodness me. All right. We continue onwards. Oh god, the snot has started. Amazing. Whoops. And now we're going to get this box here from the bottom to the top.
Да, челу
And
все
we're
еще
gonna do
плохо
this
после
next
соуса.
moving forward.
Но он так мало соуса капнул, что там,
So
ну,
yeah, now we're gonna use
даже
the
если бы он был
code
очень
1, 2,
острый,
oh, wait.
пройдет довольно быстро все равно.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like so. And I'm gonna take out my notes here. And I'm gonna preload the code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's gonna be the code for the next section. So when we come back here, this code is gonna be preloaded in, and I can just continue on to the next section of the game without without having to load the code and wasting time like that. Yes. So yeah, question: is it faster to restart the game than doing the puzzle normally? Yes, it is in fact much faster to restart the game like that if you do the skip first try, especially because the puzzle we're skipping is a sort of like lots and lots of signs that you have to go through, and as sort of like it's like 8 or 9 signs.
Да, хороший вопрос задали в чате, потому
And
что
all of that is
если
well,
тайминг
shall
RTA,
we say.
особенно на марафоне тайминг
Let's
всегда
go
будет
ahead
RTA,
and continue to this section.
не всегда будет
which have
быстрее
a-
сделать
has a
такой
bunch of
скип, как он
levels.
сделал до этого с выходом из игры.
Yes, these little doors that
Но
have
он
a
утверждает,
sign
что
on
все
them.
равно
If you
быстрее.
walk
Ну,
past
он-то
them,
раннер, ему
you will
виднее.
be able to just phase through into the sign behind, like so. Okay, now we're gonna connect these signs, crisscross applesauce, open that lever so that we can get all of these trampolines just like that, and then hit that lever just like so. Very nice. And just gonna jump up here. We're gonna go up and whoosh, just like that. And if you thought the previous skip was big, well, just wait and see what we're gonna do in this section of the game. We're gonna go ahead and hit that lever and do this little puzzle real quick. Hopefully without falling off. We're gonna grab that key, just like so. And of course, with each puzzle, there are like pre-puzzles. So we gotta get through these ones in order to get to the main thing that's gonna get us all the components we need. So the idea behind each of these segments is that you complete a series of puzzles in each sort of like section or like world, so that the idea is you will get a certain components to traverse the world and fill up a certain modded Game Boy, which will give you your freedom. But it'll all make sense once we get those components that I've mentioned. Okay, so we got this little elevator. We're going up. We're going on up. We're going to drop down here. Very nice. And of course, as is the story with every puzzle game, you gotta know the solution, or at least a faster way to the solution. And in this particular case, because we're allowed to take components out of levels freely, if we can get them to the exit door, we are gonna do something weird with the next two puzzles that we traverse. So we're gonna drop that box there.
Круто,
and
то
then
есть в
we're gonna
этой
get
игре
through this
можно
puzzle here. That's
брать
gonna give us
компоненты из прошлого пазла и
the
и
plug.
брать их с собой в следующий
So,
пазл.
the first thing we're gonna do is gonna take this box,
Он принес с собой
bring it over
кубик
here,
из прошлого
drop it
пазла.
down, not die to that laser, which I... Never mind. Continuing, we're gonna get... My goodness gracious. One
Интересно.
moment, please.
You okay with the hot sauce there?
Oh yeah, it's thankfully dying down a little bit. So, yeah, there we go. We're gonna hit this button, which is gonna trigger the sliding door in the previous sign to open up. We're gonna drop down here, very nice, very quick. And we're gonna get into this section here. Gonna get this box, slide it in, like so. What? Give me that. There we go. Very good. And that's going to block the laser so we can get to the actual proper puzzle. So what we're going to do is, once again, we have these see-through doors. We're going to hook that up there, do that over there, and drop down, grab this key, and then move this door up here. So we're going to get up, go through the door, and then grab this box, like so. We're going to drop it.
Да, судя по этому пазлу, проходить его казуально довольно сложно. Тут много чего происходит.
Just for our box, grab the coil, and be done. The next thing we're going to do might surprise you. Blink and you'll miss it. It's going to be, we're going to take this coil back into the hub world, drop it off right here, and go right back to that same puzzle. Now, mind you, most of this has already been done for us. Well, we already did it, so we don't have to do it again. So we can just drop back down, like so. Very good. And now, we're going to do something a little different. So we're going to get here, we're going to break the link between these signs because that resets the puzzle, reconnect them together, grab the key, and this time we're going to bypass the door in this section. Then we're going to take the key, drop it on this trampoline, hit the button so that the key goes on here, and now we're going to do a little setup for something. First try, let's go! That was a very hard skip right there. But basically, the idea is we use the key as a laser blocker, and at the same time, we jump, grab it, and hold left to skip that entire puzzle and get that key. So, if you didn't understand how that worked, don't worry. We're gonna do it one more time with the next puzzle that we're gonna go. But first, we're gonna connect this plug to the other plug so that when we get all the components into the Game Boy, then the door to the next section will be energized and we can continue onwards. Now, we got these signs. Connect this to that, that to that, and this to this. I'm sure you're all following what I'm saying here. So we're going to do this, go down here, grab the key, drop down once again to the same exact spot. Then we're going to go up here this time. Yes, because of course. Then we're going to do this. Then we're going to change these signs, the order of them right like so. And move that door over there.
Что-то кручу-верчу, обмануть хочу. Что происходит? Шаман какой-то.
Very nice indeed. Now we're going to drop that off, and we're going to go back to that exact same puzzle once again, which we are going to reset by breaking this link. No need to reconnect it this time. And it's just going to drop down here, grab that door, grab the key, drop down like so, and then get that door over here, bypassing the semi-permeable wall so that we can get the key. Now, we're going to drop that key off there, get that component, flop that into the Game Boy, and that means that because we have all the components, the door is energized, and we can progress to the next section of the game. We grab this key now. We're not supposed to do that normally, but we do it in the speed run. And yeah, we're going to take our little key friend. I call him Fido. We're going to take him on a little journey through the city. So we had this little lovely downtown section of sorts. I'm going to drop the key here. And because the code was preloaded, that was great stuff. Perfect. And we're just going to wait here, preloading the code 274, which is the code for the next section. In the meantime, Lador, if you have any messages while we wait, go right ahead.
All right. I do have one. $25 from Zeddy Bear. Additional $25 if you, Polyster, take another bite. Let's burn your friends.
Yes, and immediately I get a little bit of a spice in my throat. Amazing.
And we got $25 from EQ that says, sharing is caring. With the ominous smiley face, it's back. I don't like it.
I love it. Keep them coming. I want to get the Stream 2 peoples over here.
О, шаурма.
Getting some hot sauce down their
Это мне надо.
But yes, I will absolutely take another bite. Don't worry. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I want to feel the spice throughout this entire run. Because I definitely feel like I've been babying it on the sauce a little bit. Either that or I'm building a tolerance, and I don't know which one's scarier. All right, we're going to move into this section. Thankfully, this kind of, it's called the university section. Not to be confused with the UK game show of a certain challenge. But yes, the idea here is that we're going to use these semi-permeable bolt doors because we need the box. Now this area, it doesn't really have that very many skips, so I guess you could say it's very pedestrian. Thank you. I'm here all week. That's the end of the
Wow.
pedestrian. No, I'm kidding. All right. Yeah, we move on to this puzzle, which is, quite frankly, the bane of my existence. We're gonna hook up these signs as. Let me. Oh my goodness gracious! Thank you. Jesus, thank you. All right. So we're gonna connect these signs as such. It is a very complicated wiring. Like the order of these signs doesn't exactly represent the way they need to be connected to the sign on the right or the one on the left. So it's very complicated in any case. All right, we're going to grab this box, push it over here. You might think we might put it on the trampoline, but first we need it here for the light bulb, which is the next component that we need for the Game Boy. Going to drop this off, boom, like so, and then get down the ladder over here to this section. So we can get this, hit the button, there's our box, special delivery. Insert your favorite delivery company here. And we are here.
Очень интересный рам, потому что его тут даже особо нечего переводить, потому что, ну, он ничего не рассказывает. Он просто говорит, что происходит в ране.
Which, yeah, it's perhaps another use of the key skip that I showed you all earlier. So yeah, first of all, just gonna get through this section. Disable this laser. Very nice. Very dandy. And, yeah. Okay, so normally you would want to connect almost all of the signs. Not here. Not so over here. We're gonna go ahead and get just these 3 signs connected. I'm gonna grab the key, do another key skip, first try. Oh my goodness gracious. And there we go. Drop down, use this key to open the door to the exit, and just like that, get this coil. Super nice. And proceeding onwards like so. Now, we got this coil. We're going to go jump here, hit that lever so we can get a little safety cushion, but we don't really need that. We got the
Да,
coil.
это, конечно, скип с ключом прикольный.
To here, so that I don't have to move it multiple times over as I head over to the end of this section.
То есть он, получается, оставляет ключ на пути лазера, обходит его с другой стороны и поднимает и идет дальше.
No real complications here, shall we say. And yeah, we're gonna hit this button. There we go. Very nice. And yeah, we have code 274 at the door. And then we're gonna jump here and do code 772. Like so. And at this point, you know what's coming up next. I'm gonna go ahead and put a bit more sauce here. La door, any messages, more than
О,
welcome.
соус снова идет.
Absolutely. I do want to remind everyone of our upcoming bid wars and that every donation you make goes towards.
Блин, он не показал, сколько он соуса добавил.
Organization we're helping this event. They are revolutionary right now when it comes to research against Alzheimer's. They have recently done massive breakthroughs in regards in finding drugs to help suppress and slow down the development of Alzheimer's. So it's really amazing to see that we're finally seeing the light in the tunnel towards this awful disease, and every donation you guys make can really, really help the difference and really, really help make these breakthroughs go even further beyond. So I want to thank you so much for all the generous donations, and I want you guys to keep kicking and making this ESA amazing for the rest of the week.
Goodness me, that's now hurting the tip.
Ну а чё, зрители, 5 утра все-таки.
Okay. Okay, this one might be the biggest hitter of the bunch. Absolutely, everybody, keep those donations coming. Let's kick Alzheimer's butt here. All right. Now we're going to do another key skip on this
Попытался снова
laser.
сделать
It's a
глич с
try,
ключом.
not bad at all, but
Нормально.
depending on how this the rest of this segment goes, we might need a little bit more because
Круто.
well, first of all, gonna need to do. Oh my goodness! First try again. First of
О,
all,
боже, ну это нормально. Слушай, это спидран довольно интересный, на самом деле.
Heavily on Coyote timing there to get that entire thing done. Basically, we need both the box and the key because if we manage to do that, we skip two entire puzzles. Goodness gravy. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up all of these signs in the meantime. so that we can do a bunch of cool stuff. Now, as you can see, there are a bunch of terminals on the edges of each of these signs, and those actually hook up to to the actual, like, physical power grid, which is nifty, which is great. I also forgot to connect this sign. That's fine. We move on. Okay. My tongue. Yeah, so just like that, we're going to hook up that sign. We're going to drop down here and go down. Thank you. I accidentally let go of the down button. Then we're going to jump up this thing, and we're going to go here so we can get through the see-through door. If you try and do that and get too overzealous, you will overextend and hit the laser above the switch. So that's why we go first above the door, and then we drop down. Okay. So now with that being said,
Да, конечно, если не знать, как эти пазлы решаются, может тут долго времени провести. Немного напоминаю по ней игру Framed. Тоже похожий пазл.
The pain is moving. The pain is moving. I can't believe it. Okay. So that's that puzzle done. Now we're moving on to this one. The last puzzle on this section. Section. Yes. I love that. I love that. So, yeah. As you can tell, I'm having a whale of a time here. Audience, are you having a whale of a time?
Прикольно, то есть можно двигать эту борду, пока ты летишь, и ты паузишь посередине полета.
You're all amazing. Thank you all for staying here at 4 a.m. You are absolute troopers, every single one of you. All right, so it's a very simple get to the end of this with your key. And yeah, you get a little radar dish, which is another component that we need for our Game Boy over here. And just like that, we have 5 components out of the requisite 7. The next section that we're going to go through, well, does not contain a component. It's a simple, it's a simple transitional section, but it will show us a decent mechanic that we're going to have to use later down the line. Yeah, that is, yeah, that hurts the tongue. Yeah. And just as a quick reminder, well, at this point, we're not preloading any codes. We're done with the train. No more Densha D, no more Kansei Dorifto here. We are going straight to a different means of transport for the remaining sections of this game. And
Kansei Dorifto.
A little bit. For now, I'm going to show you this little mechanic. It's called paint. And basically the way it works is every sign that is painted green means that everything inside of it remains as is, even if we reset the puzzle by breaking the links between doors and ladders. So if you've pressed the lever and that's activated on a green painted sign and you reset the puzzle, that lever stays on. But yeah, we're here. You will never guess what this is.
Жесткие непонятные механики.
Like so. Gee, I wonder if it's written somewhere. Well, yeah. That's the code on this elevator. We're gonna head into...
Он пробует соус The Last Dab из этого, из шоу Hot Ones на YouTube.
Oh my goodness me.
Это их типа самый острый соус.
Mind if I sneak in here while your tongue is burning?
Sneak in all you want, Lador. Go for it.
All right. We got $25 from Steady Bear that says done and done. Keep up the great run, Polly. So that was those extra $25 he promised if you took another cracker with hot sauce. We also got a $25 donation from Grink, from our fellow French Restream. Hello everyone over there. French Restream here, loving the vibe from the night runs. I wanted to spice things up, not for Polyster, but for his soon-to-be ex-friends. Keep it up, guys, and shoutouts to all the Restreams. And there's the ominous smiley face again, haunting me. Grink! But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you all. And hello, all the Restreams. You are doing
Бедная девушка боится.
Hello.
Есть этот страшный соус.
We also got a $10 donation from Seth from behind our tech station here. Seeing Polly eat the hot sauce, I imagine his cranial nerves are
oh my goodness.
burning. And they must be burning
Oh my
indeed.
goodness,
And
yeah.
looking at things right now, we should be on $322 out of the 500 needed, which means we only need $178 to inflict pain on me and my friends over on stream too. So get those donations in if you want to see
Да, что интересно,
more
если
burning
они
times.
поднимут это $500,
Absolutely.
то
Yeah. And let me tell you, I'm
те
gonna be
самые челы, которые сейчас
very
бегают
much
в Final
underestimated.
Fantasy 14,
So yeah, we're gonna have plenty of
они еще
time
и
to see the
будут
suffering of multiple peoples. So by all
есть
means,
этот
keep those
соус
donations coming,
страшный.
and by all means, make some ominous smileys so we can
Насколько
scare
я понял, этот
Lador.
Last Dab соус,
Yeah,
он
just scare
острый, но он
Lador
острый,
to hell.
он типа нормальный, он съедобный.
Don't
Там
cry,
есть
it's just a
соусы,
little
которые
sauce,
вообще
Lador,
невозможно
just a little
есть.
sauce.
Smiley
Так что
so
это
scary.
то, что он ест, это еще более-менее.
It's just a little smiley. Oh, wait, no, I went the wrong way. My bad, my bad. All right, so here we go. And we fixed up this platform. Very nice. A bunch of little puzzles here in this section, no problem, that lead us into this perhaps final hub world of sorts that has multiple puzzles. I hope you like hub worlds. We're not going to be doing any of the puzzles in this one as I close and reopen the game. It still
Опять
hurts.
Force
It
Quit?
still hurts. Yeah. It's incredible. Oh boy. Okay. After some sniffles, we're so back. We're gonna grab some components here, and we're just gonna smack them onto the right side of this trampoline and up to this upper section. And we're gonna make a little stack of the 3 thinner ones. So that's the light bulb, the battery, and the little satellite dish. Just like so. They're just gonna smush each other up there. Then we're gonna grab the coil and then smush it up there as well. And then we're gonna grab the circuit board. Now watch what this coil has
Строить себе
done for
лестницу,
us.
чтобы скипнуть весь этот сегмент.
Like so. So now we can actually kind of, if I time this right. Oh wait. I want to say it's a frame perfect trick, but I'm not sure. I'm sure my friend Roy Bosch on the German restream will be able to tell us. But that is that skip done and dusted. We have once again clipped through the floor. Holy cannoli. I'm going to hold up, I'm going to buffer the up button, and I'm going to mash the space bar here. Just nice and chill as we restart the game and clip through and skip this entire segment like so. Oh, get up there, thank you very much. And
Да,
just like
круто, он
so, we have
скипнул
skipped
вообще
that
весь
entire
сегмент.
section. No puzzles there. Not a single one. We don't need them. Thank you, thank you. Hit that button. Thank you. Thank you very much. And that's the end of that. We're going to go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the next code. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 4s. And that's the final code we're going to have to input because we are entering the end game. Final segment of this run. On a banger time, might I
Довольно
add.
быстро он заканчивает ран.
Holy cannoli. Excuse me. Yeah, so now we're going to get this camera, which is the final component we need. And now this Game Boy is going to turn magical. These are some advanced mods we're doing here. As our human hand here is kind of checking everything, making sure everything's right. And now, oh my god, we're 3D. Holy cannoli. We're gonna go ahead and traverse around this entire
Нифига себе, механика игры поменялась внезапно.
puzzle. That took me a little bit to notice what the pattern here is, but you will notice there are 4 skyscrapers that we can traverse through with the help of bridges. We have this one, we have that one, we have the other one, and we have the 4th one.
Начали в 2D, теперь мы в 3D.
Don't call it Jimmy. We also have these 4 blueprints. Are you connecting the dots already? Well, let me tell you. What happens in these blueprints actually reflects what happens in the real world. So if there's a box in the real world, there's a box in the blueprint. If we move a box in the blueprint, it moves in the real world. If we move a box in the real world, like I just did, it's going to move in the blueprints. Make sense? Great. Fantastic.
Понятно, то есть он говорит, что в этом стейдже эти чертежи влияют на реальный мир. То есть он сейчас подвинул коробку в 3D мире, и она подвинулась в 2D мире одновременно с этим.
Very nice. And we're gonna get this key up onto a certain height because we're gonna need it in a
Еще и
second.
ключ теперь можно будет
But
подвинуть.
first, we're gonna grab the box, just like that. Ooh, I flicked too hard. There we go. This is not CS:GO. We can chill on the flick here. We're gonna drop down on this bridge. We're gonna drop in. Whoopah! Get the key. Get the key. Blah.
Жесть, чел
Okay,
проклял
that's
ран.
enough of that Australian guy video. With the
Зачем он упомянул CSGO?
we move some stuff around. We have the box. We have the key. Gonna grab the key and unlock this door. And that's the end of that puzzle because we needed that just to get into the apartment that's inside the skyscraper we're about to enter. As we are approaching the end of the run, any last donations, Lidor?
Yes, I do have 2 donations coming in here. We have $15 from Ferrus, also from the French Restream. A nightly welcome from the night team over at the French Restream. Let's make everyone taste that yummy sauce. Love the mood and the gameplay of the game. Keep up the awesomeness. Heart emoji.
Thank you very much.
And we got an anonymous $25 donation that says, it's just a little sauce with that ominous smiley face.
Incredible. Thank you very
Сколько
much.
там
Lidor.
осталось
You're
до
so kind. This is the end of the run, by the way. Time is
$500
coming up.
$500?
Thank you all for watching. And time. That is a huge PB. Holy cannoli. Oh my god.
Чел сделал ПБ во время марафона.
Wow.
Круто.
That is huge.
Жалко, что его
You wanna know
сабмитнуть
what
нельзя,
this
скорее
PB
всего.
was? 35:02. That's like over 2 minutes.
Интересно,
PB.
они принимают
What?
раны, которые ты сделал на марафоне?
I cooked already.
На
I'm done
лидерборд.
cooking.
У нас бы не приняли, наверное.
Yeah. Holy cannoli. 11 minutes underestimate. I apologize to Tech for having to stall so much before the next run, and I apologize to the next runner. I don't know if they're here. But yeah, well, you're going to have a bit of an early setup unless something else happens.
Give us one moment because someone might have sniped the incentive. We need confirmation.
We need a photo finish.
Give our screener a few minutes and there is the confirmation. Ladies and gentlemen, Seti Bear with $138.
Insane. Insane.
Insane. I'm just gonna catch my breath and read the donation message. It's almost 5 a.m. in Sweden. I think it's time for a wake-up call. And with that, Hot Sauce with Friends has been met. We have informed Stream 2 and the
Ну, сейчас будут все есть этот страшный соус.
We need to give the special call to Stream 2. So I'm going to face in the general direction for those of you not aware.
I'm going to take off my headset now and slowly walk over.
Yep, and the special call is Hey-oh, hey-oh. Hello, Stream 2 friends, and also Lidor, dearest donation reader, as we enjoy the credits. How's it going, everybody? Oh, we have a surprise guest. What? How lovely.
Это The Last Dab соус, я же говорил.
As good as it can. Okay.
Из шоу на YouTube, которое Hot Ones. Их самый острый соус. Там что-то миллион сковилов в нем или сколько-то.
Everyone here, help yourselves to a cracker, and then put a little bit. I would suggest no more than a drop. Yes, a dab. That's a very good way to put it.
Это вот те самые орлы, которые спидранят Final Fantasy 14 сейчас.
Yes, I did like 3 separate dabs. Just like 3 separate dabs to carry me throughout the entire run. My tongue still hurts a little bit. So yeah, just a little droplet. I recommend actually giving it a bit of a shake before you do anything. There you go, so that you get some more of the chunky bits.
Чел, конечно, умен. Он специально пробежал игру за 32 минуты, чтобы осталось еще 10 минут, даже больше. Смотреть, как ребята будут есть этот соус.
Oh, hey.
О, там чел много налил.
Smear it, exactly. Don't get too excited there now. uh, yes. The sweet, piercing flavors, yes, indeed. My stomach already dislikes it, let me tell you. All right. Okay, there you go. There you go, Mitako. All right, folks.
I'm gonna say this. I'm so sorry now I'm gonna have to sit through your rub.
Uh-huh. You hear that, yeah? Okay, all right. You're good. You're good, Mitako. Otherwise, there's
Там
milk
чел нормально
outside,
себе добавил.
next to the coffee machines. Help yourselves, okay? On the count of 3, everyone? Well, on go? HBK is just sitting there, yeah. I understand. All right, 3, 2, 1. Last dab is a go. Absolute troopers, every single one of them. Absolutely incredible. Oh, Leonis already. HBK, here we go. It's really nice. You like it? Here. Just give it a moment, yeah. Who has the cap, by the way? Somebody has the cap here, I think. Yeah, thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that off your hands. There we go. HBK. No, we lost them. Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Fan air.
Ну, что-то им нормально, на самом деле.
All right, yeah. Okay, let's see. Some water over there. I guess I'll take a little break. Somebody can take the headset from me. Give a bit of a play-by-play, I guess.
And I'm just going to